Yo, it's mad late and I still actually haven't done my reflective video. Bear with. So, I tidied my room up, but the lighting was shit. So, what a waste of time that was. So, here we are. In the pad. We're in the corner, we've been relegated to the corner. Right. So, essentially just going to give you the rundown of what's been going on. So, over the past 2 months maybe, 2 months or so. We've had a new lecturer sort of come in, Joe McLeish. So initially when she first came in, I missed a couple of sessions, well, Aiden and I missed a couple of sessions at the start, just down to other deadlines and whatnot, and it was quite funny actually. I think Joe made a passing comment like, as long as no one's seen us being flaky. Sorry, Joe. We were a bit flaky to start with, but we got on track. It's quite funny because in the first couple of weeks we were sort of assigned roles. We went in being flaky, we came out doing the mostest. I'm not saying we're doing the mostest, but it's just, we put our hands up for it. We knew what we signed up for. We thought we could do it. So yeah, so the Expo, the Com-Arts Expo is on the 8th of May. And essentially the roles that we were assigned, well, first of all, I was supposed to be helping Bex sort of orchestrate facts for school readiness. I'll be honest, mate, I didn't do a lot of that. Only because there were other things that, oh, you're gonna kill me for saying this. I didn't really do it. There were other things that we had to do. For instance, bloody hell. Okay, so what we did do was come away with some roles, and those were to build the installation. That was a big one. They wanted to recreate a child's bedroom sort of thing, and have like a sort of immersive, we don't want to go under. They wanted an immersive experience for like the people that were coming to the Expo. So we were going to make this child's bedroom sort of thing. It was supposed to be like a standalone structure which you could sort of walk in and walk out. And so for that, Aiden went and commandeered a mattress. There it is. And I went and commandeered a fridge. Tasty looking fridge. Tasty looking mattress. We were supposed to get other materials as well. Like I say, it was supposed to be a standalone structure, and so we kind of went knocking about Alfred's to try and commandeer some pallets or some sort of like cardboard or something to make the structure. Didn't really work out. Checked out home base. We're gonna go. Checked out home base. We were then gonna check out B&Q and other things, but it seemed to just, the price just seems to escalate really. So we thought, fuck it, we'll go to the DMU wood shop. Spoke to a guy in there. He was like, yeah, just get your tutor to sign off any of the build. Come back to us, we'll get it done. Yeah. Turns out that he didn't get it done for us because we weren't allowed to do it. Health and safety, politics, or bollocks. Which is a shame really, because it would have been quite cool to do a standalone structure. But for whatever reason, we were met by these challenges and we just had to try and overcome them. So then John, I think it was, sort of said, yeah, we'll put it in a cupboard. I thought, oh, shit, a cupboard. But once we actually got into that room, in that space, to be fair, the cupboard had the potential to be quite sick. But of course, it's a fucking cupboard and it's DMU, so we can't have it. No, sir. We've got to put it now in the sort of floor, in the sort of open plan sort of space now, and hopefully come up with something and yeah, make it look as good as we can. The other things we had to do were make a trailer. So Aiden and I made a trailer, went about the place, filming, taking some shots. You know, went a couple of parks and stuff, whatever. Got some eerie little swing shots. Went about the town and whatnot. Made the trailer. I think it went down all right. We sent it into the group WhatsApp that we've got going on. Got the guys' opinion, and it went down well. A few little tweaks were made, and then we had a meeting with Sean Brewis, who essentially said it was going to go up on the big screen. Empty promises. It ain't on the big screen yet. Hopefully it will be, because it looks pretty sick. Aiden spent a lot of time colour grading. I spent a lot of time making a fucking ticker, which looks so BBC, it's unreal, but hey ho. Yeah, trailer was alright. Let's hope it goes down alright. Let's hope it actually gets on the big screen, because that'll look good for us as a com-arts sort of course. So we've got the installation covered there, got the trailer covered there. The next thing we were assigned to do was to make a documentary. The first, first interview we had was Richard. Now, bear with. Richard came here as an asylum seeker, and he's got a couple of kids actually. He said we sort of met at the Riverside Cafe just to have a sort of a meeting, like a first-hand meeting before we actually went on and filmed it. Now, here we go. What we got here? The Leicester City Parent Carer Forum. So Richard is chair at this sort of gig. So we went along after having the first meeting at Riverside Cafe on campus. We went along and sort of did some filming. Now, it was the first one we did, and the shots were okay, but we feel like if we were going to use it, we'd have to film him again for whatever reason. But as time has gone on, I'm not entirely sure as to whether the topics covered there are going to tie into the rest of the documentary. So shout out Richard for his time. What a bloke, like top man. But yeah, we'll see you at the Expo. The next one we did, the next sort of setup we had was a lady called Gawinda through Homestart. She was a Homestart case study, and so we sort of, myself, Aidan, Bex and Joe met with her. We went around her house and we had a bit of a chat just to sort of line up a next potential filming date and sort of listen to the story just to sort of gauge what kind of questions we need to be asking, that sort of thing. And then we met up with her, which was nice. Did a bit of filming on B Park. Fishy and Bex were there. Bex smashed it on the mics. What a legend. Shout out for John for lending us the mic. It's just a shame I didn't know how to use it. But Bex smashed it. Top girl. Gawinda had the kids there as well, so and she was happy for them to be filmed. So we took a few shots of the kids running about the place. Obviously got some nice shots of Gawinda. Kids are hilarious, man. It was just, for some of it, I think, you know, we kind of took it in turns just to sort of look after the kids on the park, man, and they're hilarious, man. Funny guys, man. Definitely kept us on our toes, like. And anyway, so yeah, we filmed Gawinda, and then we've sort of got some filming to do tomorrow. I mean, when this goes out, that might sound a bit whack, but to give it some context, I couldn't even tell you what date it is. I'm using my phone. Yeah, so we also went to Focus Charity, and that's the guys we're filming tomorrow. There's a lad called Joe who we're going to go and film up in New Parks. He's got some stories, and I think that could be quite good in terms of the footage we get. You know, try and get some on the move shots and whatnot. And thanks to AV Loans, now having finished Easter, they've actually got stuff we can rent out, so that's good. I mean, okay, granted, we may have left it a little bit late first time round, but fuck me, man, get some more cameras, yeah? Pay £9 grand a year. £9 grand a year, £9 grand a term. Fucking thousands of students in there, get more fucking gear. Anyway, rant over. And then a lady called Minda as well. She's also part of Focus Charity. She's kind of got some stories to tell, but she's also come out the other side and is now sort of putting back into the community, I guess, and, you know, working with these I want to say kids, but I'm going to say young adults, you know, and she's helping them out. So we're going to go and film her as well, which would be quite nice to get like a sort of expert opinion, essentially, to sort of balance out the two. I don't like calling them case studies. It sounds brutal. They're just people that have been through some shit, really, and they didn't deserve it. And people keep asking me about, oh, to get a quote for the t-shirts. I'll be honest, I might be seen as a bit of a laxy-daisy kind of character, but I'm hoping they know now from the sort of the trailer that they know me and Aidan might dick around a bit, but we pull out all the stops and we pull our weight. Do you know what I mean? So I'm kind of thinking with the t-shirts, what I'll do is I just won't say anything, just be like, whatever. Hopefully they'll think I won't do it, and then on the day, mate, I'll just come through and just send it. I'll get everyone a t-shirt and just start dishing it out. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind if it comes out of my own pocket. My sister-in-law give me mates rates anyway. Do you know what I mean? And if not, my brother will just batter her. Jokes. So in a nutshell, I think that is really it. I mean, one thing I will say is Com Arts now is actually pretty sick. I've got every confidence in the Expo. Okay, we've had a few challenges and a few shortcomings, but nothing we can't overcome and conquer. I don't know what it is this year. Just really feels like the course and the guys on the course have really come together, and I don't know what it is. Okay, I've got some idea what it is, but like there's some characters, man, and we've just really come together, and everyone that is actively involved in the expo is definitely pulling their weight. Because to be quite honest with you, I ain't into stats and all the academic side of shit. I'd rather just go and get my hands dirty. And so the girls and that have come through with the stats, you know, Kiara, Fishy, Bex, and they've come through with all the research. Shout out to Anna as well, she's been doing bits on the invite list. They've all got stuck in on that, and then they've kind of left us to the devices of like I say, getting our hands dirty. So like Aiden going and tackling a mattress, and me going to get the fridge, and then we come in together to make the trailer and then make the documentary. It's good, man, and we actually feel like I feel, and I hope everyone else feels like we're a unit now. Do you know what I mean? And we're just setting a foothold for the rest of the guys to live up to in the first and second year. So I hope they come to the expo and just really, see what it's all about and see what they've got to compete with. So other than that, well-deserved cigarette break, and yeah, I'll see you at the expo. Keep that meter running.